Do you or have you ever suffered from anxiety? What triggers it?
Um, yeah. Um, Sometimes not getting your way. That triggers it. Things don't fall in place like it's supposed to. I don't have a problem with being told no. Sometimes you feel like you deserve to be somewhere. It's like give you the benefit of the opportunity. It's like, oh, you're not good enough. Like I used to play basketball back in the days. The last time I got cut, I didn't get cut because I wasn't nice. I got cut because I wasn't cool with the other kids, or because I wasn't. I
Politics.
wasn't politics. Maybe skin color. You know what I'm saying? Not to be racial, but to be honest. You know what I mean? Um, a lot of that stuff will make you mad, make you, like I said, my mom being poor, my father wasn't there. It wasn't a lot of good Christmases. It wasn't like my mom was buying me a Nintendo 64s back then, you know what I'm saying, and Sega Genesis. She wasn't doing none of that. My mom, never bought me a pair of Jordans, never, ever, growing up. Like, not saying there's nothing wrong with that if she didn't, but me getting a pair of sneakers was like, I had to get them on my own.
Yeah, because you see all the kids with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like, like stuff like that give you anxiety. Getting rejected maybe by a girl, it hurts you. You know what I mean? Like, yo, it's something like you see all these other people. Like, it's like the dirt bags get the girls, but the good guy can't. You know what I mean? It gets you going on in life. They tell you you're not gonna make it because who skin color. This you're from the hood. It's like you go through that stuff too. I lived in Kingsbridge across from Riverdale. Even though there's a train line there, it was mad funny at times. You go over there, like, I mean, it's like, oh, what you doing on this side of town? You know what I mean? It's like you get to run around too. All these guys stealing, you gotta watch them. Like, anything gets your blood boiling. For me, the most part, when I was in jail, me not being able to go home was a big part of my anxiety. You know what I'm saying? It used to hurt. Just I don't know if you was ever locked up, but to be locked up for like Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, that shit, it gets you like it makes you really think, man. Your birthday, or you get bad news. It's like
And you
you
can't do nothing because
can't
you're
do
behind the
nothing.
wall.
I met some people in there that maybe a close aunt, cousin, brother might die. Can't go to the funeral because they don't have the paperwork to show,
Yeah.
or because they're not immediate family. But
They grew up
my
with
aunt,
that.
my aunt raised me. Let's say, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, I can't see her because she's not my mother or father.
Yeah.
It's like you see that stuff. It's like, I mean, and that shit gets your anxiety boiling. So imagine, there's a lot of stuff that gets your anxiety going. My fault.
No. Sure, you're doing great. Okay. So because of that, my question is, do you have a safe space, whether physical or mental, that you escape when dealing with these situations? What's the process?
Yeah. Most I escape, I either go write some music, um, or go work out, or just get away. Um, you know, probably go to another area, neighborhood, maybe take a trip somewhere, leave for a couple of days, maybe just go get a hotel room and just get away. You know what I'm saying?
Breathe.
Breathe. Watch some sports, watch a movie, just turn on my phone for a couple
Just
of days.
numb, get away.
Yep. And you need that sometimes. You need to regroup. You gotta recharge yourself.
Yeah. All right. When's the last time you cried, and how important is it to let that emotion out?
The last time I cried 2 nights ago. Um, I haven't seen my daughter all summer,
Really?
so yeah. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't really want to talk much about it on camera, but
Yeah.
it was a situation like that. I woke up. It was like maybe 3 in the morning, and I thought about my daughter, and I just cried. I cried, balled up, cried. Like I'm mad at myself, mad at everything, mad at my baby mom, mad at just the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I don't have an answer why I have not seen her. You know, it's the worst feeling. You know what I'm saying? I care about my daughter. She's 8. You know what I mean? My world. Everything I do is basically really for my daughter. It's not just for me. You know what I'm saying? It's really for my daughter. And it's like when your kid don't see you, you don't know what your kid might be thinking. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to think like, yo, I don't want to see her. Like, you crazy, my world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But unfortunately, I deal with somebody that feels, that's petty, or maybe not even petty to me, maybe petty to her situation or something. It's like, because honestly, she should have been said something by now. But I take that. It is what it is. I leave that in God's hands. I don't wish nothing, but it's like, yeah, it hurts you. You wake up 2, 3 in the morning, you think about your kid. You don't know, you haven't heard nothing from her. knowing nothing.
So would you suggest that to other men in general? Like, yo, sometimes you have to.
Honestly, I'm telling you because we brought it up. I feel like, we're gonna be honest, right? We're gonna be
that's what we're
truthful,
here for.
so that's why I'm gonna say the truth. But yeah, at the end of the day, as a man, listen, we human beings. There's no such thing as, oh, well, I see this all the time. A woman could be a lesbian, right? A man can't be gay, right? Or a man can have sex a million times, but a woman can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, she's a whore. What are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with this in that situation. It's like, yo, you're do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're human.
You're human. So it's like, you cry, you're gonna have emotion. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, honestly, I'd rather let it go somewhere than hold it in, because I know what I'm gonna do to you if I hold it in.
Yeah.
So if I just let it go and realize you're not worth it, or whatever, not even just you, just the situation itself, you might put too much pressure on it, it might break. And sometimes you don't want to do that. It might not be good for the situation. So yeah, you might have to shed a little tear. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I think every man should be able to at least cry at least one time in their life. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
At least, you know what I mean?
I say more than that.
More than that, you know what I mean?
Sure. Okay.
Some men act like they never cried.
They're too tough for their own self. Yo, come on, stop.
There was a joke they had back in the day. They said Chuck Norris has the cure to cancer in his tears, but he never cries. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Like, wow.
Fucking Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. Thinking about your own relationships, what's some advice you would give your child?
Be observant. Do the right thing when no one's looking. Tell my daughter, treat him as you want to be treated. You treat him like crap, he's gonna treat you like crap. You know what I mean? But don't be a sucker. Observe. Watch. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them pick you, you pick them. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much that's it, you know what I mean?
Okay. How has being a parent changed your view on life?
For one, you gotta really think about somebody else. It's not just about me. What I do out there reflects her regardless of you there or not. You know what I'm saying? I grew up without a dad, so like my whole life I always felt like maybe it might be the right thing to do. If not being there, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Not that it's the right thing. I feel like it's normal for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In a sense. But then when I had my daughter, growing up, it was like I always wanted my father to be there, some type of something. You know what I mean? Not just my mom, but like, it would always been good to have a dad. And I just felt like when I had my daughter, I couldn't just not be there. Like I looked at her and I was just like, yo, how could somebody be so cruel in this world not to want to be with their kid?
Sure.
A kid is like the cutest little thing, whether you're a boy or a girl.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you not want to be in this? And especially if it's yours.
It's your child.
You know what I mean?
Helpless. Depends on you.
It depends on you. And it's like, yo, everything. And it's just like, how could you not be there? And it's like when I had my daughter, it was just like it was a life changer. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, man, she has to get up every morning. She has to. I couldn't just you can't miss a meal. Can't, you know what I mean? You gotta get her a bath. Gotta make sure all that stuff. You gotta feed her. You gotta wake her up. You gotta keep her alive, safe, happy. It's the funniest thing when she smiles. She's a baby. She couldn't talk. She'll just smile because she knew she was having fun. It was like the dopest form of communication. You know what I mean? Or she'll wake me up in the morning, grab my nose, or she'll put me to bed by grabbing my ear. It's just the little things you learn along the way. Waking up 4 in the morning. And she be waking up to get fed, and my baby mom didn't gotta wake up, and I'll just be feeding her. It was the best feeling. I feel like for us men, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, we got this. You know what I mean? As a parent, why would you not want to be with your kid? You know what I mean? I know sometimes situations might not have been great with the baby mothers and all that, but it's not about them. Yeah. It's about the kids. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Okay. What are the good and the bad things about having children?
The bad thing about having children, probably having too many children and not a way, and not no way to take care of them.
Yeah.
That's like that's the only thing I can see bad for that. I think having children is the beauty, the future. Okay. You mold them and teach them to do anything. Like, You know, why would that's like a plus? Like, and they come with so much positive energy. They don't know what corrupt is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There might be one bad kid out of the whole pack. One
that's born
that way.
The majority of kids are there to be taught.
They be taught. And they all innocent, man. So it's like, why would you not want to see life grow? You know?
You got a real perspective. You're the first one. I ain't gonna front. I like the way you think. One lesson you would give your child and hope they take to heart.
Nobody's gonna do it, so you have to do it yourself.
Important. Okay. Have you traveled outside the United States? Where and what was the biggest difference you found?
No, I never traveled outside the United States.
No,
not yet, at least. No.
Okay. Do you have any current goals, personal or professional?
Yeah, I have a goal right now. I have a goal. Actually I'm building a mixtape brand. It's to help artists get basically just get their buzz up, be known, and have some type of support system behind them. Creating that as our goal right now is a goal I've had for the last couple of years. I started doing my own mixtapes a few years back, maybe about 5 years ago.
So you're the host?
No, I'm actually the man behind the brand, not the host.
When you say you try to start a mixtape, are you saying like a drama type thing? Yeah. Where it's his name, but he's hosting a certain artist.
Not just mixtapes, the whole style of music, like the whole marketing, the whole putting you out there, the whole, you ever had a person that calls you like, hey, got a gig tonight, ready to come? All right, come on.
Manager.
Yeah, but not just a manager, just like the plug, like make everything happen. If a person's out there trying to get in the door, he doesn't know how, he doesn't trust this person, that person, I want to be the person he trusts. You know what I'm saying? He signs up,
sounds like a manager.
Almost in a sense like a manager, but I'm running a brand. I'm running a league. You know
yeah,
what I mean? It's what they put into the league. You know what I'm saying? And basically what I'm doing is just shuffling their music around here, building these people to come to this network. You know what I mean? To this site, whatever. Do merch, do venues, do videos, do say for instance like this show right here. I got a show. I do an event. I'm giving back. When you go to an event, you do something. The next day you get nothing for it. They put your stuff on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? They put it on Instagram. What does that do for me? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't even put it on Instagram. A bunch of people have recorded me killing it, and I never. It's like, what do you get out of it? Yeah. It's like these people take your money from you, but they give you nothing in return.
It goes back to what you were saying. You got to do it for yourself.
You got to do it for yourself. So this is what I did for myself coming up. I was learning like how I'm gonna get my name popping. I got with a DJ, right? My boy was a DJ. I knew the rappers that made music. How hard is it to put a mixtape together? You got peanut butter, you got jelly, you got a sandwich now. You know what I'm saying? You start seeing that. You see now these 5-10 artists is now they're reliable. Now they're getting an opportunity every mixtape to get another song. Now they got the motivation to go to the studio and lay down 2-3 more songs. They go nowhere with these songs.
Yeah.
They give them to me. I'm giving them life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now you got a bunch of people that's looking for different music, good music. Not the same music that's out now, just on the radio being flooded. They want to hear something different. And here I am, music. And here I am finding these different sounds of different talents and people that likes to make music but don't know how to get it out there. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't know to go to SoundCloud. They just think
they're sitting in their house making beats, nothing to do.
Nothing. I can,
talent.
And what I'm looking at it as, getting a studio. This whole mixtape brand I'm building is bigger than just a mixtape. It's bigger than just some. No disrespect to DJ drama. It's bigger than the DJ drama. This is a league. This is like, this is what you put. You're coming into this. This is what you put into. This is what gets put out there to the people. So when I'm saying, this dude is the best artist out right now, there's no argument about it. This dude has been putting on all the work. You know what I'm saying? And whoever's running this page is saying this, the followers are gonna look and be like, oh, he must be hot. Let me check. And when they check, they're seeing it. But we're pushing him because we're the ones that's like, we booked you for a video. We got you for a studio session. Ready?
Keep them in the light.
Keep them in the loop, in the light, because they don't have the guidance. Not just like a manager. A manager, they do that, but they sit there and they're like, how can I say it? They're only dealing with a couple dudes they're managing. I'm dealing with everybody that's coming. Is what they put into it too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole thing. I can explain to you another time about this brand thing I want to do, but this is one of my main goals I want to do. My other main goal, what I'm doing right now, is working on a podcast. It's called Jailblazers. It's about meeting people that that came from jail, whether they striving it with a 9 to 5, just surviving through parole, even they going in and out. I want to know their stories.
That's
You know
a
what I'm
dope
saying?
title too.
It's called Jailblazers, and then at the end of every show, we're gonna make a jail meal. You know what I'm saying?
You want to something?
So it's like this is what I want to do, and I haven't found no sponsors for it yet, but this is what I'm about to do.
You looking for what?
Sponsors, you know, like
somebody put money into it.
Put money into it, but if not, I'll do them. I'll get it myself. And then I'm also working on another podcast because I told you I'm into the wrestling thing, basketball, and rap thing. So I haven't found a title yet, but I'm working on something about
sports,
just the sports wrestling and rap music. You know, I could carry a convo about any of them three topics. So it's like something I want to do, and I think like it'll give light to all that. You know what I mean? You know, you got people that love basketball, know nothing about wrestling. You got people that know about wrestling, really know nothing about rap music. Yeah. It's like we're here to teach. You know what I'm saying? So